beginning of my birthday weekend. Just got the haircut. Ooh, yay. Ooh.
Chili, artichoke, aubergine, garlic puree, the bacon.
Lovely. Cheers. And then that's a peri-peri. Yay, peri-peri fries?
Well, that's what they said.
Yep. Ooh. Okay, let's dig in. We got some more slices from next door.
Yeah, for a concert.
Yeah. Yeah. Sam is like having the third piece from there after we had the big for pizza. Yeah. He's munching through that massive one. Broad beans and French beans and gooseberry at the back. Some kind of beans, climbing beans, which didn't really grow that high this summer. Don't know what happened. Red currant at the back, which we harvested the other day. Blueberry in a pot. Nira, Chinese chives there, and lettuce growing in a row. Rhubarb there, and goji berry plants over there. Raspberry, garlic, some salad items here in a row, and onions with black currant at the back. And this one is Mukago, this bindweed looking one. He produces some like a tiny potatoes, actually like around there, as well as in the ground. And that's our herb bed. Fig tree there and bamboo. Nectarine. That's Japanese wineberry bush. More raspberry there, and gooseberry, and biwa, and cherry tree. And these are sweet corn. Aubergine, Tomatoes here. That's edamame beans, or edamame bean plants. More edamame. That's okra. More edamame. Tomatoes. Chili pepper, green pepper. That's kiwi, lamb. But broccoli is not doing that well. That's nozawana spicy leaves. Samsho. Carrots, more samsho, and parsley over there.
I think the beans struggled earlier because maybe it was just too hot. So now some of them are winding their way up the cans. So a combination of not enough moisture and too much temperature.
The whole bag is empty now. Teamwork! Yay.
So we've got a birthday weekend cheese spread. So we've got some Stilton and a cheese from Sainsbury's called Taleggio, which apparently is aromatic and smooth. And we've got a blackberry chutney, a fig jam, a pear and walnut chutney, and some red currants to go with it. And then we're going to serve it with these biscuits. So we've got an oat digested biscuit, a poppy and oat cracker, which is this one, a spelt and fig flatbread, and an oat cake with rosemary and paprika.
What a treat.
A bit of fig.
Thank you. We are making kimchi. I'm leaving them to soak in salty water for 2 hours.
So now we've drained the cabbage, we've got to sprinkle some sea salt in between the leaves. Now this would be easier if this was a Chinese cabbage, but this is a Savoy cabbage, so we're just going to try and sprinkle it with salt, and then we've got to leave it for 4 hours. So Mika's grabbing the sea salt and then is putting it in between each of the layers. Just being more systematic than me.
I think depends on which cabbage or which quarter you got, I think. Because this opens up really well, but others didn't at all. So yeah, it's hit and misses. This guy is quite good.
we're using sea salt for this.
Mm.
If you used table salt, you might want to use less because it's smaller, so it will get into all the crevices.
This is muli daikon. I had frozen them. I cut them and had frozen them. So I'm going to cut this into strips. 4 hours have passed, so we're gonna rinse these in cold running water. Some is harvesting nira, Chinese chives. We're gonna weigh them here.
18. I need 25, but I might double it
Yeah,
because
as well.
we need rocket and I haven't got it.
Mm.
So the salted cabbage is ready, and we've now got radish, the white radish daikon prepared, muli in Chinese. We've got the nira, the Chinese chives. We've got some scallions, spring onions. We've got some red chili, 2 red chilies. We had 5 spring onions. We had about 50 grams of the Chinese chive, 500 grams of the daikon, and then we've got kiwi fruit because we don't have Asian pear. We've then got about half an onion, 5 cloves of garlic, and about 15 grams of ginger, and we're just mixing up. We've got like Thai fish sauce, about 120 mils of that. I'm going to add in about the same amount of water, and then it needed 50 grams of chili, but I didn't have that. So because I've got extra hot chili, I did about, that made up about 7 grams of it. And then I basically went through, I had paprika, put that in, had some cayenne pepper, put that in, and then resorted to chili flakes. So I'm all out, but it ended up being about 30 grams. Whoa.
Is it strong?
Yeah, it's strong. Do you want to smell it?
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. It's like strong fish oil smell.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So, surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
So, I'm now going to add these into here, mix up that seasoning. So, I'm going to start with. Was that going in? The mood going in? Is that? Yeah, I think so. So, we've got the ginger going in, the garlic, the onion. Chili. So there's fresh chili as well as that dried powder. Oh, the onion's making me cry. The kiwi. Now the spring onions. Oh, I lost a couple. The ones that have dropped, I'm not going to put in.
Mm.
And then the mooli. And now I'm going to add the water. Well, chili mix. Maybe I'll mix it together first.
Okay. Yeah, good idea.
Obviously, wash your hands first.
Mm.
think that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't really want fish sauce on my hands, so that is kind of kimchi seasoning.
Mm.
This is the kind of kimchi seasoning. And Mika is stuffing the leaves. So kind of smearing it in between so that it gets seasoned. And that is all the cabbage left to do. We're then going to leave it overnight. And we may eat it a day later, but you're supposed to leave it a couple of days. Maybe it's psychological, but my hands felt tingly after handling the chili mixer. So Mika's wearing gloves. Also, probably for hygiene. Maybe you don't want to mash it with your, not mash it, mix it with your hands. But as we're not going to kind of leave it for months, that's fine.
And we'll leave these in containers for 5 hours at room temperature, and then refrigerate these for 24 hours. Egg and chips for dinner.
Happy Tanabata Star Festival. And Mika's birthday.
Oh, that's Japanese, yeah. This is from your auntie and uncle.
Oh. Oops.
I thought Granny meant I'm suffering from a fever or something. I thought she said it was like I'm suppressing a hay fever sneeze. I was like, oh, lovely girl. Oh gosh. Which one should I open first? I got, oh, another card. This one is from my colleague, and I've actually opened this at work anyway, but as I'm relearning driving, I think she got this like high.
Because you
highway
studied
co-
in Japan originally, didn't you?
Yeah, and believe it or not, I've got a full license, but I haven't driven for like decades, like literally decades, more than decades. Yeah. I said decades, decade, not that. Hang on, no, I'm. Anyway, let's not go into that. Yeah, chocolate. And I meant I haven't driven for probably more than 10 years, really. Not like more than 20 years. So that's that. Should I open yours or should I open Mum's?
It's up to you.
Maybe Mum's. Lovely one. Yeah. That's what is the mana. We had afternoon tea here with my mom and with you, Sam. Yeah. Ah, I love that. And what's even better? Oops. Oh my goodness. Look. Is it me? It's from my lovely niece. My goodness. Oh, this is the best thing. I even more. A deer eating grass. Oh, that's the deer.
No.
Oh no?
That's the deer.
Do you think?
His legs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's his head.
Yeah, head is this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant, yeah. Aww. This is the best thing. Aww. Lovely. Oh. Hope you do something fun and some spoils you. He has. Yeah. Lovely card from Nelly. And I'm gonna open this one from Sam's mom. Oops. Oh, this is not what I thought it could. Oh.
Looks can be deceiving. It might be something else.
Oh, look. It's a selection of some a body cream and all that. Body scrub. Ooh, fancy.
Oh, must be because you smell.
To get rid of the horrible smell. Oh, it even comes with a pouch.
Turn into a cushion.
Whoopsie. Yay, with this lovely stuff. Body cream and everything. Oh, that's cool. This will make a really nice travel pouch as well. Lovely, thank you. And these two are from Sam. Must be. I chose these, but probably better. Spice it up. And it comes with lippy. That's nice. Love that. This is I know what this is. These are lovely, lovely ankle boots. There's leopard print at the back. Ta-da! Yay! Thank you, Sam.
Sound like you said Uncle Bruce when you said
Huh?
Uncle Boots.
Uncle, yeah.
Uncle Boots, Uncle Bruce.
And I love this bit. I doubt people will notice anything about this bit, but it's got this like a pinky thing and then yellow thing back at the heel, not just the leopard thing. Thank you. Now we're gonna enjoy our tea.
Sam is baking brownies today.
When we went shopping, the organic butter was cheaper than the non-organic because it was reduced. So we're using that. Surprisingly, it actually had a bit of a different smell. So it smelled a bit more buttery and had a slightly yellower colour, but that may just be because of the batch. But, you know, it was cheaper, that was the reason.
And we're using our cherries from our garden.
Yeah, so they'll be wet cherries, so they might affect the performance, but we'll see. We've got our eggs, sugar and vanilla extract. Now we've got to put the chocolate in. Oh, chocolate. Why is chocolate dripped?
Well, that's cherries from our garden. Oops. We got rid of some maggots.
In the other one, so these are the good cherries.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be dry, but obviously these are fresh cherries, which should be fine.
Yeah.
Might just make it a bit wet, and there's less than needed anyway. So that's 200, and it wanted about 250. So I'm going to add some
Red currants.
red currants.
Also from our garden.
I'll just make sure we don't get any aphids. We had some on there last time.
Yeah.
And some ants. Good tip, if there's bugs on your fruit, bung it in the freezer and, oh dear, well, there's the aphids in there. So, anyway, yeah, put it in the freezer, obviously they'll all die, and then that means it's easier to get them off. Well, maybe I'll cut up 4,
Yeah.
put them in.
It's improvising. Adding some to add some texture, is it?
Yeah, some little chunks, because we haven't got any. So we'll do, should we do 5 of them?
Yeah.
They're just going to melt, but... Then about that. So you have like a bit of wafer and chocolate. Oh, it's quite a strong rum raisin smell.
Yeah.
Off those Kit Kats. So yeah, you can try them when you're in Japan. The rum raisin white chocolate Kit Kats from, I think, their chocolatory range. So they're just like individual, supposed to be premium Kit Kats, which have no chocolate bit in here. But no, they're actually quite nice. So you get lots of interesting flavours. Got a glossy brownie. Oh, it's starting to crack. Kind of. We'll see. Maybe a bit over around the edges, but still soft in the middle. It looks like.
Yeah.
So maybe slightly too much, but we'll see. He's got the. You can see the bit where the Kit Kat was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We'll
Oh,
see.
lovely.
Maybe he was a bit over, but we put lots of wet cherries in, so we weren't sure. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, maybe too much, but we'll see. He's still bouncing back a bit, but he's a bit more like a cake, so we'll see. He's probably still going to be gooey in the middle there because of the cherries, so we'll let him cool, and then, yeah, turn him out.
Oh, that must be the Kit Kats
Yeah.
rather than butter.
So these ones are obviously bigger, but that's alright.
It looks amazing.
Oops.
You can see some cherries.
Yeah, some of the cross sections look really nice. So like,
Yeah, I'm definitely having them. This guy. Oh, so good. That cherry bit was amazing. We have dried whole chili. Somebody's gonna blitz this into powder.
can we run out of chili powder?
Yeah.
The powder is covering it. So I think there might be one kind of moderately undone chili, but you can see that it's made the chili powder. So I'm going to try not inhaling this. And I'm going to go put it in a jam jar. Wow, that's a strong smell. There you go. Oh wow.
Oh,
Just get a little spoon. I could have stored it in this jar, but I'm going to be doing a couple.
we're having Korean barbecue later. So Sam has made this sauce to marinate the beef. What's inside?
It's supposed to be like a paste.
Right.
So you've got like spring onion, you've got sesame, you've got golden syrup because I didn't have sugar. You've got soy sauce, black pepper, garlic, onion, spring onion, and Coca-Cola.
Wow. And kiwi as well, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because slicing the beef at the moment. So we got the butcher to slice it, but we're just slicing it a bit thinner so that it's going to have more of a surface area for the marinade, and also so that it can be cooked on the grill. So it's quite a lot of steak, about 800 grams. We've actually not used this butcher before, but we just went in and got him to slice it. And it was broadly the same price too if you go into a supermarket.
That's really nice. Sesame oil and onions and all that.
Smells a bit kimchi-ish.
I think some of them should be ready, especially those at the bottom. We are supposed to leave this for at least 2 days, like 2 full days or something, but we're gonna taste some and then leave the rest to be fermented a bit more. This was marinated for about 2 hours.
I'm going to take some of the bits from the bottom. Oh, that's not.
So we're cooking the meat here using the grill. Let's try kimchi.
Got a hot cabbage at the moment. Spicy though.
Yeah. So it should be better once it's done, as in more fermented, probably. Looks lovely though.
But it's got a good kick to it.
Oh, that's good. I think this is the best kimchi I've ever had. Bit hot, but so good. Ooh, looks nice.
I'm going to try some. The kimchi is really spicy, which is good. Obviously he needs longer, but it's good.
Good. So I'll try this. And the dipping sauce is a sesame oil with rock salt. Let's see. Maybe we could have marinated this a bit longer, but this is actually really good. And my favorite is kimchi.
Goes really well, I think. And we're gonna finish your meal with sake. Cheers!
Kanpai.
Kanpai!